Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today we are going to go over everything I did, everything I ate, everything I bought, and a lot of my thoughts when I was just in SOHO, New York for a kind of like I did several things while I was there, and I love being there, so I don't need a lot of excuses. But the main reason I was there is to attend a party or an event for LTK and ZARA. I have been a ZARA affiliate now for a couple of years, but they were with another company called Captivate. And so when they moved, I got invited along with many others. And I just wanted to go and talk to the reps from ZARA. I guess 2 or 3 times ago when I was there in the fall for the YouTube conference, I had lunch with my reps from ZARA. So I kind of wanted to touch base with them, visit with them, and then I knew that I was going to see Laura in the kitchen, Laura Vitale there, and so that was my purpose for going. Then I usually try to wrap other things up in my trips that I've been wanting to do. I had planned on going and checking on my lipsticks. Today I'm wearing one of my finalized combos, the lip liner and the lipstick, along with the e.l.f. gloss or lip oil I just shared with you not too long ago. Every single thing I mention, you guys, will be listed down below in order of this conversation we're having. So if you have any questions about anything I am wearing, talking about at all, look down below. And they ended up sending me the last lipstick that I had reformulated, and I approved it. So I really didn't need to go for that. And I made a mistake, and I thought the day that I was going, which I flew up Thursday morning early, it's only an hour-and-a-half flight, I thought the event was Friday night, and it was actually Thursday night. And forgive the lighting, the clouds are going in and out. Hold on just a second. Okay, hopefully that will help. It was about to blind me. It's beautiful here today. It is like, okay, old lady weather report. I've been doing this for years. It is 70 degrees and cloudy, but obviously there is some sun behind the clouds. Okay, so I made a mistake and made my flights to go up on Thursday, thinking the party was on Friday night. It wasn't. It was on Thursday night. So if you saw my video, I'll put it up here, with why I love buying luxury products. It was just a little insight into my mind. I feel like I'm so misunderstood sometimes. And I do think a lot of you get me, but I think there's a lot of you that haven't been here the whole time. And sometimes I just like to talk about a few things and get them out there. And let's go ahead and start with the trip. So I'm going to go in order of my photos. That seems to work the best. And I was thinking before this video, because I'm always thinking about what do I want to share with you guys? What do I have to offer you in my videos to make your life better? I am someone who really wants to be that person for you. And this is a tip that I just thought about this morning, because I get overwhelmed easily when I have something like this that I want to do, because I will start thinking I'm going to forget something. I'm not going to have time. I'll start thinking of all these things, and a video like this one that takes a long time and has a lot of different steps and takes a long time to edit can overwhelm me. But what I'll do, and what I always tell you guys to do, is parent yourself. Talk to yourself just like you would your teenage daughter. And I say, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do this. If it takes me 2 hours to do, that's fine. If I do part of it and I have to finish the next day, that's fine. If I have to add an annotation in there due to something I forgot, that's fine. Kind of like the best way to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. That is how I get through a lot of those overwhelming feelings that can give you anxiety. Even the holidays, I will get anxiety thinking of all the things coming up and all the things I have to do, and I have to take one thing at a time. So that is one of my helpful tips to you. Okay, so I left, this is 5:39 from our airport, and I am wearing the best trousers, you guys. They make these in a lighter weight, but this is the heavier weight that's good for cold weather, and they're from Aritzia. I've got on my Lily Silk cashmere sweater that is divine. It's beautiful. I have on my Pumi top with the mock neck, and then I have on my vintage mink coat that I found here in town at a resale shop. I've got my luggage that is on its last leg. It's it has held up well, but I think I'm ready for some new luggage. I'm looking into it now. I've got my base luggage, and the other one is a cheaper brand that I had bought before, and I am next time going to get just 2 big ones. I really don't need a carry-on because I am a check bag person all the way. I like to have extra space, and I don't like to feel limited when I am packing. Hey, Chanel. She doesn't like to feel limited either. She's probably getting ready to jump up behind me. And then I have this Cowpack Luca duffel. You guys, that thing is so worn out. It is so worn out. The metallic is wearing off of it. I take this when I know I'm going to need extra space, especially on the way back. When I go to New York, I bring back a lot of goodies. I bring back bagels for my parents, and I usually get those literally on the way out of town. So I know I'm going to put those in there. I have my headphones in there. This is just a great duffel bag. Oh, and the boots I have on are my Quince Western boots. You guys, I cannot sing the praises of those boots enough. I wore them every day, all day, except for the party, only because they didn't look as good as the other ones I wore. Not a blister, not a thought of my feet. Not a thought. No swelling, nothing. And I've got them right here, my Quince cashmere socks. And I put them here just to show you. I have worn these now. I wore them every day consecutively the last time I went to New York. And then I just wore them every day to this trip. And they never smell dirty, feel dirty at all. They're so warm and soft. No other sock compares. And I have been just throwing them in with my dark clothes and then hanging them to dry over my towel rack. And they've been wonderful. So when I come across something like this that is so important to me, I want to share that with you. Also, I was thinking about this morning when I was thinking about putting on some boots that I'm going to wear today after I show them to you. Are knee-high hose gone? Are they extinct? Does anybody still wear knee-highs? I used to live in either pantyhose or knee-highs. Hanes Silk Reflections. I remember being in the hosiery club. And sometimes it's like I want a little bit of something on my foot, but I don't want a full-on sock because sometimes I cannot size up a half size. I just can't. It doesn't fit my arch well, and it's just not comfortable. Yet I want to wear something. And I know a lot of people wear trouser socks, but I'm thinking I might bring back the knee-high pair of pantyhose. I'm going to get some. I'm going to order some if they're still out there. That might be like showing my age. Okay, so this is my airport outfit. I took my Chanel. I don't know what you call half of the Chanel bags. On the tag, they'll just say the season and they'll just say small flap or something like that. There's no real name to this bag. It has the beautiful chain around it. It is crossbody. I had planned on taking my new red and white bag for Valentine's Day, and I just thought it would look so pretty. But regular Chanel flat bags are not as good at doing crossbody, and I knew I wanted to be hands-free when I was walking around SOHO. So I took this bag because it's very, very user-friendly. I love it. It's beautiful. I love looking at it. And I love the way the chain that runs underneath the bag kind of shows when it's crossbody. I noticed that too with the Fendi bag, the Fendiography bag. It does the same thing. So this is me sitting in the airport. I wanted to just show you the inside of this fur coat. It is just gorgeous, the craftsmanship. Okay, this is me on the plane, and what I do is I take my bag, my Chanel bag, and I put it in the duffel bag, and then I can scoot it up under the seat in front of me. A lot of these things that I tell you are questions that I've had you guys ask in the past. So love that duffel, and it's great. Okay, here is a picture, a quick couple of photos of the weather when I was flying to New York. Matter of fact, American Airlines had already put out a little text saying to pay attention that the weather was bad in New York. They were expecting sleet, ice, and snow the morning I was flying in. So John was a little alarmed at that the night before, and I said, if they cancel it, they cancel it. If I get there, I will call you. If you don't want me to get in a cab, I will just sit in the airport, and I will just sit there until you want me to leave or whatever. I just told him that I would just handle it. Oh, and this is a picture I took in the airport at the baggage claim. This girl I saw in Wilmington, and we connected immediately over our coats. She had on a really cool pair of jeans. They were from Off-White, really cool sneakers. And this is just an example of how you connect with someone by what you're wearing. So when I saw her walking by, when I was waiting for my bags, she spoke to me and she told me that she actually takes the bus. She stays with a friend there and they were going shopping. So I waited for my bags and I did exactly what I just said and went and got a cab. And there's always a big long line of taxis. And he knew exactly where my hotel was. Here's my boots. I love these boots so much. I really want you guys to get these. They're so comfortable. And so here you can see the weather and the traffic. And he dropped me off at the Crosby Hotel. This place feels like home to me. And I know that sounds so ridiculous, but it does. Like I even accidentally said one time when I go home, it just feels like home base for sure. And as soon as the guy opened the door for me, he recognized me, which had only been a month, but that made me feel good. It just always does. And that's just a little lesson too. When people do things and it makes you feel good, kind of note that so you can do that to other people, just like compliments and good manners and all of those things. So I walk in, check in at the counter, and they didn't have my room ready because it was only, let's see, what time was it? 9:57. So I told them that I wanted to just go ahead and get something to eat and just to let me know when my room was ready. And there was my table right by the window. And so I sat there literally every time I ate, and I loved it. This is like a big part of why I love this restaurant, because of the location, because of the people. This table is just perfect for me because I get to see so many people walking by, and I love people watching. I like observing them with their dogs. I like wondering, where are they going? As they walk into work, you'll see some people walking to the gym because there's a gym right at the corner on the end. I will just notice their outfits. It gets my creative juices going. Like I made a whole list of the power of ... Different things I noticed really make a difference in their outfits. Same waiters. It was just great. So I sat here and waited until they got my room ready. And this is the view from that table. It's so pretty. Like even though it's raining this day and very cold, which not as cold as it was last time I was there. Last time I was there, it was teens and 20s. Here, this time, it was like 30s. I actually didn't need to bundle as much as I did. I think I forgot to tell you I had on my Nay-Wai leggings underneath my trousers, and the cashmere socks, and the boots, all of those things. So it's just so pretty. The lights on the trees, the buildings. Okay, I had my Diet Coke. This is my eggs and bacon, scrambled eggs and bacon. I had every day. And then, okay, it was 36 degrees at 10:35 there and raining. And it was the kind of rain that, it's weird. It wasn't like big drops of rain. It was like a steady mist of rain. So I was thinking, this is not going to stop me. This is not going to stop me. So I checked into my room and I had such a good room this time. I really want to request this room again because the view was so pretty. I think that's one thing I really, really value. And even when you get older in life, I'm 54 and I still am finding out things that I really love. I love when I can be like laying in bed and love everything I look at, like my view, even my artwork. I love that feeling. And I love like upstairs at my desk, looking out, on the marina and the water in the winter and the sunrise. I really, really value that so much. And I've really grown to understand that. So the room was basically like my room I had last time. It did not have the lamp in it. I was disappointed, but it was a really good room. You guys saw that when I did a video. And so touching back on the lipstick. They had already sent me my last tube of lipstick that I had reformulated, and it is perfection. It's not the one I'm wearing today. It's a different tone. And so I approved it, and now all I need to do is test out the packaging that I've already chosen. So they will send that to me, and then I will test it out. That's one of the things that's taken a long time is every single thing, all 3 lip liners and all 3 lipsticks have had a couple of back and forth reformulations, and I've been wearing them every day to the point of I'm scared I'm going to run out of one of the lipsticks before I can even get it done. So that's what I've been doing. So I didn't have the need to go travel because it is outside of the city. It's about an hour cab ride or Uber ride. So that was one thing that I did not have to do. But I do not function well. Like if it's 10 o'clock in the morning and I know that I have a party to go to at 7 and I've been up since 3:30, it gives me a little bit of anxiety. So I thought, okay, I am going to get all of the things I need to get done on this trip. One of those was a pair of jeans that I purchased from St. Laurent. I got last time, right before I left. I needed to get those hemmed, and I didn't have time that day, even though they do it for free, because I had to leave. So I thought, I'm taking those jeans back, and I'm going to get those hemmed, buy them the perfect length and everything. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do. And then I wanted to go to Louis Vuitton because I've told you that Brooke wants my old, or what I'm using now, matter of fact, card case. She doesn't want a new one. I've offered many times to buy her a new one. She wants my card case. She is very, very, very sentimental. Plus, it's, I think, a thing for people her age. She's 24, almost 25, to want vintage, pre-owned, Poshmark, all of those things. So I was hoping I could get one from the Murakami collection, but it hasn't come to fruition. So I bought a new one, but we will get to that in a minute. Jumping ahead of myself here. And then I headed out. This is going to come into play later on in the video. But I realized that, one, I didn't want to walk around with my lambskin Chanel bag in the rain. With that said, I'm not someone who is so precious with my things. It's not like, I wrap it in the dust bag every time. I'm not that way, but I just try to be sensible and practical. So I knew I didn't want to do that. Plus, I wanted to take those jeans with me. And I was like, I need a tote bag. And I remembered last time they gave me a tote bag that was in the closet. I would have probably never taken it, but when the bellhop guy came up to get my luggage, he was really good about checking the whole room and making sure I didn't forget about anything. John usually does that. And he was like giving me all the things. Here, you're supposed to take this, you're supposed to take that. And he gave me, this tote bag. And it's really nice. It's got a pocket in it. It's made from the fabrics that they use in this hotel. And I gave the last one that I got to my mom to use because she uses things like this all the time when they're shopping or going down to the beach and stuff. So I got this out of the closet and put the jeans in here. I put the map in there just in case I needed it. And I went ahead and, here, let me put this here. So I set out to start my day, and I'm wearing the whole outfit that I had on. Okay, so here I am in the dressing room at St. Laurent, and I have on, I have on jeans. Oh, these are the jeans. Okay, I was like, what jeans did I have on? These are the jeans from St. Laurent. So you can see here how long they are, but they fit so well. They're high rise. And then here is the seamstress coming in. They had me try on a pair of 3-inch heel mules, and I almost bought them. But this is how I think about things. Boots, it is hard to find a pair of quality, comfortable boots that are inexpensive that look the same as expensive boots. So I will pay up for boots. But when it comes to a mule, I have gotten really good mules and heels and sandals from Coach, Vince Camuto, Sam Edelman, Tory Burch. So I just decided I'm not going to spend that money on these shoes. And I will say when I was there, I noticed the boots that I bought last time in the brown, it's kind of like an ox blood brown. I noticed the black ones, and part of me wish I would have gotten the black, but I do know that that ox blood is so pretty, so I don't regret it, but if I had to do it again, I would have gotten the black, so keep that in mind. Okay, then I dropped those off, and she said, oh my goodness, tomorrow we're doing a fashion show, because keep in mind it's fashion week. And so she said, we're doing a show tomorrow. We've never done it before. We're bringing in the whole new collection. We're going to have models modeling the clothes and everything. And I was like, well, what time? She said, all day. And I said, okay. And I couldn't get a grip of like what she was talking about. So that will come up in the future too. So I was like, yeah. I said, she got my phone number. And keep in mind too, and I forgot to tell you this, when I went to St. Laurent, Oksana is who helped me, and she is who helped me last time I was there, and we really connected. And you guys know that is part of the whole thing to me. If I connect with the person and can form a relationship, it is like shopping with a very, very knowledgeable friend. And that is how I felt with her. So she got my text and she said, I'm going to let you know when your jeans are ready. They'll be ready by tomorrow. You can come in and get your jeans, and then you can enjoy the fashion show. So I was like, great, that's perfect. And so we set that date. So I left there, and I don't know if I said I did get an Uber to St. Laurent, so I would not have to walk in the rain. But when I left there, I knew that Louis Vuitton was right down the street. I wanted to go down there, and I wanted to say hello to Jerry, my rep that I met when I was there years ago at the ZARA event, the Barbie ZARA event. And I've bought several things from him, including the Murakami collection. And I had messaged him that I was coming in town, but I had not messaged him that day. So I was really hoping he was there, and he was. So it was really great to see him. So I did drink a water. I know that will surprise all of you. And let me get my old card holder that I'm getting ready to give to Brooke today. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this video today. And then let me show you my new one. Okay, I think this is it, because I did go to Louis. I went to the other Louis Vuitton too. That's coming up. Okay, so this is the one that I have now. It's I think it's called Recto Reverso or something like that. And I bought it years and years ago. I bought it to kind of match my Neverfull, which is the same color combination. So I'm getting ready to clean that out today. And did he put it in here? I told him that we didn't need a bunch of extras, but is it in here? Yes. So it comes in this box. I am a sucker for packaging. And this is the one I chose. This is very, very much my personality. The exact same one, but with the classic monogram print. I am a classic monogram print kind of girl. I love the Fendi, the Gucci, the Balmain. It's not about, I don't know, it's just a thing with me. I just think it's so classic. So I love that, and I did love the black. So I am going to switch into that and then give her this. Guys, if you could see these cats like running around me the whole time I'm doing this, like they've never seen me do a video. Okay, I believe this is it. Yes, he did give us a box full of fragrance samples, and they actually just came out with 3 new ones. I don't think any of the new ones are in here, but I do love Spell on You. That is a good one. Okay, what else is in here? Yes, Spell on You, Etoile. I don't know what that one is. Yeah, 2 different ones, 4 of them. So a lot of times I share those with my mom. And I think all of this is from the next Louis Vuitton trip. So I did that. And honestly, you're not going to believe me, but in that moment, I did not even walk around the store. I wasn't in the mood to shop as much. And I think it's because of the way my brain is wired. To me, that day was get stuff done day. Enjoy yourself, see the people you enjoy, but get stuff done. So I had a checklist, and I dropped off the jeans. Then I saw Jerry and got the card holder that I wanted to get for Brooke. And then I left there and I went to ZARA, because with this party, the dress code was dress in ZARA. And you would think that would be so easy for me, but I wanted to dress in things that were of this moment, not from last year or the year before. So I ended up wearing a pair of jeans that I loved. I loved these jeans. Matter of fact, did I get them Yeah, I did. I got them that day. So, and then I wore, you guys know what I wore because I wore it in that video. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll put it again up here. So I got the jeans, I got the ruffled top. I passed that top one time and I thought, wow, that is pretty. And I took a picture of it just to show you. I wasn't going to get it. And I'm really trying to like stick with my core style and my core colors. And that is not one of my core colors, but I couldn't get it off my mind. I walked around the store, walked around, and was like, I'm getting it. That blouse is just beautiful. Online, they have it in ivory, but in the store, it was just in that kind of burgundy wine type color. I got the small. It does run, I would say, generous. I wouldn't say it runs big. I would just say it's your woman sizing. And I had, I don't know if I brought them here. I think I've already taken them upstairs. I had a pair of boots that were actually on my website for sale. And I said, Brooke, take these boots off the website. I'm going to wear them tonight because they're just so pretty. I'll probably put them back on there. And so I wore that. And then I had taken another vintage fur coat that I bought from a lady off of Poshmark. And that was going to be my, kind of accent wild card piece. And that's what I wore, and I really loved it. So, gosh, I'm getting so far ahead of myself, you guys. So here I am going in ZARA, and I had kind of told myself I actually bought a dress, a red dress. I'll put a picture of it here. I got it out there on the dining room table. I do want to wear it. They actually have it in a top too, but I'll put the picture of it up here. I haven't tried it on yet. I just got it literally the day before I left, but I knew with it raining, I did not probably want to wear a dress. And I thought, I just want to wear what I feel good in. I don't care what anybody else is wearing. I just want to wear what I feel good in. So that's what I did. They had this long pinstripe coat, which I think is amazing. Okay, then I went back to my hotel room. I walked back. I really know my way around now, which I'm proud of. And it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling not to keep, turning the wrong way. And so here I am back at the hotel at 12:29. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to shop today. I've got that party at 7, which if you guys know me, I'm not even joking, in the bed 95% of the time at 7 o'clock. I am usually asleep by 8:30 or 9 o'clock every night. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to lay down, shut my eyes, and try to take a little nap. So I did that, and it was one of those naps that you wake up and you think, was I ever sleeping? But then you think about crazy stuff that you dreamed about, and you're like, well, evidently, yes, I was. So I woke up, and I thought, I am going to make a video. I wanted to make a video anyway about luxury shopping. And I told you the whole story in that video because it's kind of like those deep thoughts, and then you'll understand after you watch that video. And it was just something that had been on my mind. And then I wanted to share with you the ideal diamonds. So I said, I am going to make that video today. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I felt pretty good. And I just thought, okay, I'm going to get all the things I want to get done today. And my makeup in that video was so old, but it just goes to show you how well that Hourglass foundation lasts. And I'm telling you, on the way back, walking back, I got pretty daggone wet. It was, matter of fact, I was walking with my tote bag, that tote bag from the hotel, up like this the whole time because it was just blowing, misting in your face. So here is where I made the video. I had a good window, and look how this hotel room even has like a little ledge right there by the window, and they even have like seat cushions. So you can literally sit in the window and watch people walk by. It is so fabulous. Okay, so I finished up with that about 4:25, and this is the little chair that was outside of my hotel room. And I just thought it was so cool how they mixed this like fluorescent chair in with this kind of, I guess it's eclectic, decor. Here they have a bunch. The owner and the designer, both the same person, must love dogs because there's pictures of dogs everywhere. And then when I got in the lobby to the elevator, I noticed the neon lamp. That's what Tracy said makes good decor, is continuity like that. Okay, so this is my outfit for the ZARA party. and I went downstairs and got my dinner. And my dinner was each night, and a lot of times when I travel, because so many people ask me, if you're new here, I'm carnivore. So a lot of people ask me why I don't get a steak. Of course, there was a steak on the menu. When you get a steak with no sides, because I don't eat vegetables and I don't eat bread, you will get a plate with a steak about that big, and it may or may not be good, but it does not fill me up. So I would prefer to get a burger with bacon and cheese and a fried egg. That is what I get. And then here it is. It was so pretty with the lights. And at 5:34, it was 39 degrees, the winter storm watch, and the weather wasn't that bad. So I went upstairs after, touched up my makeup maybe a little bit more. I never redid it at all, and headed to the party, which was at, let's see, it was 6:37. So I got an Uber, headed over, and it was called La Mercerie at the Guild. And so I got there, and across the street was a whole crowd of people waiting in line. I guess it was for a Fashion Week show. And I went in, and the girl at the front with LTK said, "We're still setting up." And I said, "Okay." And she said, "Can you come back right at 7?" So it was 10 minutes to 7. I said, "Can I just wait in here?" Because it was really cold and just like a little teeny bit wet outside. And she said, "Sorry." So I had to go stand outside, which was really no big deal in the whole scheme of things. And so I stood out there, met a few girls that got out of their cars and everything. This is a picture of across the street. I love looking in the windows. Okay, let me get this straight. I don't want to see anybody doing anything that I don't want to see them do. I don't even care if I even see a person. I just love like imagining how people live everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I want people to say, this is a popular neighborhood. You know what I mean? I just like seeing how people live. And I am fascinated with New York and then living in the buildings and stuff like that. Okay, so here we are walking in. You had to check in at the front because it was an invitation thing. And so I walked in and they were serving champagne. I did not have any. I'm not a champagne drinker anyway, so even if I wasn't on Carnivore, I probably would not have any. They were passing around hors d'oeuvres, but I had already eaten. That is another little Carnivore tip. You do not depend on what is available at the place you're going. You don't. Even if you've told them, even if they tell you they're going to have something for you, do not depend on that because it could be ugly because a lot of people just don't get it. So this is Amber. She is the owner and founder, her and her husband Baxter, of Reward Style, LTK. And then this is Lisa. This is my ZARA rep. She's like head of promotions with ZARA, and she's based in New York. And I have had a couple of lunches with her and met her several times, and we correspond over email. And so she told me that she would see me there. And so it was good to see her. And then I met a lot of people that work in the office. And this is kind of embarrassing, but very flattering. They've told me before that when I do ZARA try-on hauls, they play them in the office. So I met a really nice guy, another girl that I had seen outside, but had no idea that she was with ZARA, and a few people. So in my mind, that was a win. And that's something else, another happy life tip that I will tell you. Every day, I will have what I call a win for the day. Like doing this video for you here today is going to be a win for me. Posting my video that I did this morning, that's a win. It's something that I find important and that will make me feel good and move me closer to my goals and the life that I want to live. So meeting her, meeting the other people, talking with them, being there was a win for me. Another win for me was going to be meeting with Laura Vitale in person. Laura has been on YouTube for 15 years. I have been on YouTube now for 16 years. She has been one of my subscribers for I don't know how many years. She said the first video she watched of mine was, oh my gosh, Laura, what was it? Was it a 9 West haul? Something like that. And when I started watching her and subscribed to her, she was doing makeup tutorials. Well, now she is big time. We talked about Martha Stewart, her working with Martha Stewart. We talked about her writing books, doing the Today Show. She is just one of those people. She is the total package. She is the total package. We text back and forth about hair, children, husbands, YouTube, success stories, makeup, all kinds of things. And she is just a quality, high-end person like I talk about. And I really think if you don't watch her, you would be so enriched to watch her. And she is a ZARA ambassador also. So she was invited to this party. She's the one that brought it to my attention that the party was on Thursday night, not Friday night. I think when I looked at the invitation, I saw the 7 for 7 o'clock, and I thought it was the 7th, which was Friday. So that's what I'm telling myself. And so she was there with her cousin. They had driven in from New Jersey, and I spent the whole night with them talking and just asking about her daughter. We talked about different things with YouTube, different things, just life. Just she's that kind of person. And she is, I find this to be so true. I don't think I've met one person in person that I have either followed on Instagram or followed on YouTube that is not prettier in person. I think the camera is vicious, especially all of the HD and everything. She is just beautiful, beautiful. And I really, really enjoyed meeting her cousin and hanging out with them. So we were people watching the whole time, and you'll see it's a room full of typically younger people than I am. So that is another thing that I get from these trips. It's all part, every day to me is a part of personal development. It's part of learning about yourself. It's part of doing things that may intimidate you. It is showing up for yourself and not letting things like age or followers intimidate you. And I hope to get that across to you guys with these videos, especially women of all ages, because if you're out there in your 20s or 30s with little children, I want you to know that this part of life is still out there for you. I want to get across to you, enjoy your children while they're young. Don't think that you are sacrificing. You're not. You're experiencing a season of life that is so valuable and so precious, and live it up. And then you'll have your 40s and 50s when your children get older, like mine are, 21 and almost 25. And then you get to just have even more special moments, and you learn more about yourself, and you still keep on growing, and you still get to do these fabulous things. So that's what I hope that I can be to you guys. So a lot of people would, and me, maybe even years ago, would have been intimidated by this because I didn't know for sure Laura was going to be there. She told me she was going when we first got invited, but I had not checked back in with her. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to bug her. I didn't want to make her feel like she had to hang out with me. And I thought to myself, I'm enough. If I go and I speak to the people I want to speak to, and I experience it, and I get to see this pretty place and be there, that's going to be good for me. And so anything above that was the cherry on top. So everyone was just having a great time. Okay, then Amber spoke at 8:12, and I stayed a little bit longer, and it looks like at 8:20, I got out of there. It was time to go back to my hotel, and when I walked out, look at all of these people waiting in line to get in there. I guess it was a certain amount of people that could probably be allowed in the building. So I was so glad when I left that someone else could get in there and, have a good time. And I got an Uber home, even though I could have walked back, but I didn't. I don't walk around a lot at night. I try to be smart. I do try to be smart. This is a picture that the photographer took of me talking to Laura, and it was the same photographer that is at the style conferences. So I've gotten to know her. Okay, so this is Friday morning. I got up. Oh my gosh, I took my Sleeping Glow pillow, you guys. It was worth whatever space it takes up in my suitcase. It is worth it. I slept so much better. Last time I went there and stayed at the same hotel, I was waking up at 4 o'clock, 4:30. Remember that one morning I went downstairs at 6 and had to wait an hour for the restaurant to open up at 7? I slept so much better. So worth it. I don't feel like I need to put it in a bag or anything like that. It didn't take that much room. So the next day, I put on my trousers again, and I put on my J. Crew cashmere sweater. that I just showed you guys that they sent me, and I showed it in that last Friday haul. If you didn't see that, I'll put it up here. I love it. J. Crew cashmere is good. And I put on the pumy top with no mock neck, just the regular, in my bag. And I went downstairs and ate breakfast at 8:23. It was 37 degrees in SOHO. And I have on my Ideal Diamond earrings. And oh my gosh, I told you I love to watch the people walk by, walking their dogs. This person had a chow chow, and I do not see those very often. When I grew up, we had chow chows. And my first dog ever was a little black one. And then we had several, I don't think we ever had another black one, but we had several orange ones when I was growing up. Okay, so that day, I had the whole day to do whatever I wanted to do. So I thought to myself, I want to go to that Louis Vuitton that is in town near Bergdorf. Now, you're going to think of that big one that looks like a trunk. It's still there. I took a picture of it. It is so magnificent. Someone told me this is not going to be ready for 5 years. It was someone in line when I went to the Murakami pop-up. She said, I need to go to the other one and experience the whole thing. Evidently, it's like 4 floors, and that is going to be the Louis Vuitton for a while. So every time I go by there, there is such a long line, and I am not the best at waiting in line for things like that, especially if it's freezing cold and could be rainy. It wasn't rainy that day. So I get there at 10:24, walk up, and they let me in. There was no line. So I went in, connected with a sales associate. He showed me all types of rare bags. This one is from Louis Vuitton and Frank Gehry. And then this is like all the trunks going up. It was just like pure art everywhere. It was really pretty in there. And then I really liked this bag. It was weird. It was like a box that was kind of off kilter. I looked at several other bags. I would say this is my favorite one I saw. I could see getting this bag. It's the sunset bag that I have in denim, but it's in black lambskin leather. And it's got the regular, like, logo. What am I trying to say? The classic logo strap. I love that. So then we went to the second floor and looked at ready to wear. This beautiful fur coat that was, I don't even know how many thousands of dollars. The art was gorgeous. Okay, I skipped at the third floor. I didn't need to see men's, but I went up to the fourth floor, and yay, this is something I wanted to show you guys. I went to the little chocolate shop and got my parents some Louis Vuitton chocolates. So I'm hoping that they are in this box. Okay, maybe I can put it back on. I got 1 box of dark chocolate and then 1 box of the milk chocolate. So there they are. Okay, I hope I can put that ribbon back on. And then I got this box, which most everything had like a hazelnut crunch, this, that, or whatever. But I got this. Look, it's the trunks. These are like a wafer. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll take pictures. So pretty. Ooh, they smell good too. Okay. And then I went to I talked to the girls there, real cute, sweet girls there. Okay, I did ask him what was the most popular, and it was this little Murakami. I'll put it up here, but it had a lot of like raspberry this. It was a little too for me. So I got the other things. Okay, then when you go over to the cafe, beautiful display of books. This one with Marilyn Monroe. Just, I love stuff like this. And by the way, my new dresser, when you look at the things up there, that's not how I'm going to keep it. I've ordered a lamp to go up there. And when I get my lamp, I will go ahead and style that. So I didn't want to sit down at a table. I just wanted to sit at the bar and have a Diet Coke. So that's what I did. They were doing breakfast at this time. Of course, there wasn't anything that I wanted. And they did check my coat at the La Cafe. And these were the bartenders. And then when I left, I saw this arrangement of the blue books. I thought that was so pretty to kind of color coordinate like that. I went downstairs and I tried to find my sales representative, and I went to the girl at the front. She remembered him. They called him, and I probably would have gotten these sunglasses if he had showed up. But I waited for a few minutes and I thought, okay, You do not need anything in here. You already got your chocolate. I had already messaged Maria, my rep at Bergdorf, and for the first time, she was there. She was there. So she was expecting me, and I thought, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go and call it a day. So I walk in Bergdorf, and the first bag I saw was this one. I believe it is Chloe. I love this bag. I had intended on going back and looking at that bag, but you'll see why I didn't. I loved this bag from Givenchy. It reminds me a lot of the city bags that I love so much from Balenciaga, but they got canceled and now I can't use mine, and that's upsetting to me. Okay, this is the bag that I had asked her if they had a pink Chanel boy bag. I asked her this probably a couple weeks ago. As soon as I found out we were going on this trip, or I was going on this trip, I asked her because I've been wanting some more pink bags because I wear pink so much in the summer, and I've been wanting a boy bag. If you've been here, you remember I bought one when they first came out, and I ended up selling it. Just one of those things. I wish I hadn't, but I did, and here we are, so I'm not going to be upset about it. So the beauty of this boy bag, they had one smaller, but it wasn't quite big enough. I love that it goes crossbody, and I love the shiny gold hardware. I hate to say most, but a lot of this shade of pink, they will put silver hardware on these bags. And it is pretty, but I'm a gold girl. So that was the first bag that I tried on. And every other bag I looked at was competing against that pink bag. Okay, keep in mind, it was my 16-year YouTube anniversary, my 26-year wedding anniversary. John told me to pick out something that I liked. And so I had a few of those things in my mind. This bag was really cool too. It's like the cargo bag in white. Beautiful, beautiful. Then I looked at all of the different 22 bags. I told her how much I love the black one that I got. This bag was really cool. She said that it was in the same line as the 22 bags, but it was different. It was a light gray, very pretty, like very pretty. I loved it. And then I wanted to see the reissue bags. The reissue bags are actually the first bag that Coco Chanel created in 1955, and they don't have the CC on it. I think it was Karl Lagerfeld that did that. Don't quote me. I'm just throwing that out there. And the only one she had with gold hardware was a jersey. And it was cool because on the inside it had this. I don't know what this says, but it could have gotten me because I love little interesting things like this. But I told her I wanted to wait for a leather one with gold. I tried on many, many yellow bags. I am craving a yellow bag. We went upstairs and looked at ready to wear. I love this, but it's expensive. And at this point, I would rather spend that money on a handbag because to me, I can find things I love to wear all day long at Walmart, ZARA, Mango, Anthropologie, all the different places, but I love to have a nice bag. But this was still so pretty. Then we looked at the trendy CC that was beautiful in yellow. These flat bags that are gorgeous. And then we looked at, then I decided and I purchased the pink Chanel boy bag. Now I had it shipped home just because. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So I'm going to add the unboxing right in here because by the time this video gets edited, which will take a long time, I will have it. So I have to sign for it tomorrow. I looked at the Lady Dior's before I left. I love this special edition with the black handle. Beautiful. I love the rose gold with the Dior. Oh, love it. Okay, so I'm wrapping it up here at about, what time is it? 1:09. My representative from St. Laurent, Oksana, had texted me that my jeans were ready and she would love for me to come in and see their fashion show. Well, I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know if it was going to be chairs lined up or anything, but what it was, and I've seen this before, is it was just live models walking around modeling their clothes. So that was interesting, but I knew 9 times out of 10 I wasn't going to buy anything that was on the models or for the new collection because that's just not my thing at this point. But I did take a picture of these shoes and I still had these boots on my mind. So let me show you what I got. Here they are. So they are just like the brown ones that I showed you in the last New York vlog, but the black. This is so pretty to me. The heel is very practical because it's not a stiletto heel. It has a little bit more support and it's not too tall. I wonder how, I don't know if it certainly doesn't say. If I had to guess, that's a 3-inch heel. I would say 2.5 or 3-inch heel. And I love like the logo, the classic YSL, kind of like a brooch design. And you just can't go wrong with a good pair of boots. And then let me get up and show you my whole outfit because I also got this blazer. Okay, so we went in a fitting room and she brought me, I told her that I wasn't at the point where I wanted to spend a lot of money on just a tank top or something like that at this point, but that I loved buying designer blazers because I wear them a lot. I always love my look and I love how you can put them over a slip dress, slip skirt, all of those things. So she brought out this one that is new and it is longer than most of your blazers. I'm sure that you can see that. I'm being blinded by the sunshine. So as soon as I tried this on, I was just, let me look in my mirror real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I was just really blown away. It just fits perfectly. There is just something about a Saint Laurent blazer. And so I got this, and then I looked at a lot of tops to wear underneath. She had on like a silky, it was almost like a satin t-shirt. And I looked at it, I can't remember, it was over $1,000. And I just thought, I know that I can find something comparable for less than that. Then I remembered I had just purchased this top from ZARA and I love it. Now let me show you what else I got with it. I purchased this as a set and this was actually a possibility for the event. And so you could have this whole outfit with your boots. And I love the look when people put a belt, just like a really cool belt right here. I had also ordered these boots as a possibility to wear to the event, but I did not care for this toe. It was just a little bit too rounded for me. Reminds me of either Santa Claus or a tadpole. They're just too round for me. I thought I was going to try to make it work, but I was like, there is just no way. So that's why I ended up wearing some older ones. So I will probably return these. So here are the boots. And then these jeans are new jeans. These are from Madewell. One of you guys told me that you are my size and that you wear a lot of the same denim that I do and that your favorites were Madewell. So keep that in mind because that's coming up. I got these that I will link below. Let me go see if my tag's on the counter. Okay, so these are the relaxed boot cut jeans, relaxed high rise with full length boot cut leg with magic pockets. I don't know about the magic pockets. I wonder if the front pockets are magic. I would have to think the back pockets would be the magic. But I love these. I love them so much. I think you need to try these for sure. So today I thought I would try this combo and I love it. The satin shirt with the blazer. Now, this is up to you. I prefer my collar not to be out. I want it to still be just a layer underneath. But if you want to put your collar out, put your collar out. Okay, let me go ahead and show you the other jeans that I got from Madewell. These are not going to be for everyone. Definitely. These are the low slung baggy. Sits low at the hips, baggy leg with full length inseam. So these are very different. This is going to be perfect with our tank tops, like white tank tops, white tee, and a really cool pair of heels. Either boots or I don't like to do wedges with jeans. I would say I'm going to find us some good summer shoes. I am. I will not resort back to sneakers. I will not. So we are going to find some really cool sandals to wear these with. And if you are a sneaker person, wear your sneakers. I'm just not a sneaker person and was trying to fit myself into the sneaker peg hole. So anyway, I love these. And so I'm so happy that I did that. Okay, so here I am in the dressing room and I had a water. Oh, and she did give me some Saint Laurent chocolates that are here. Let's see what these look like. I haven't opened these. Oh, is that like a fancy brand? There we go. And, oh gosh, I hate to open these, but my mom and dad will understand. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at that. Wow. So fancy. They are going to love this. Okay, so thank you, Oksana, for this. Stuff like that is so special to me. It's the whole experience. Now it's 2:26. I was meeting her at 1:30, so I spent an hour there. And she offered to send my stuff back to the hotel. And she said, well, our courier has been a little shaky. She said, I'll make sure I get it to your hotel, because this was like a big bag of boots, the blazer. I had my stuff from earlier in the day because I had just gone from Louis Vuitton to there. And I thought, I don't think I want to be sweating a package all night. You know what I mean? So I said, well, do you think it's dangerous for me to walk around with this bag? And she says, no, not during the day. So I was like, okay. So I set out of there and I still had on my mind, and I still do, a yellow bag. But I passed the Kendra Scott store. And I've been in there a few times, and my niece is at the age where she loves Kendra Scott. Kendra Scott got so lucky because the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like that little age bracket, that is their thing. And I've bought her, I think I bought her a necklace in Miami. I bought her one for Christmas, and I wanted to get her one now for Valentine's. So I bought her this little necklace, a little heart, and then they had candy at the front that they put in here for me. So I'm taking this to her this afternoon when I go to my parents. My brother and my niece will be there. That's just one more reason I wanted to do this today. And then right when I walked in the door, I saw this, the little shamrock. And you know, my baby daughter, Brooke, who will be 25 this year, was born on St. Patrick's Day. And so I got that for her. And then if you spent X amount at Kendra Scott, this might be the way it is online too. You got this really pretty little travel jewelry case. Okay. And then, okay, so keep in mind too, something I didn't tell you. So much I didn't tell you. On the way out the door at Saint Laurent, I saw a black tote. Well, for a couple of times now, I've been thinking I want a good everyday black tote to take with me that folds nicely in my suitcase or lays flat. And I saw a tote when I was going out the door, but I'd already paid and everything. So keep that in mind. And then I stopped at the Real to see what they had. They had a beautiful yellow Birkin, but it was $20,000, and I'm just not doing that. So then I stopped at Madewell. Then I get back to my hotel at 4 o'clock, and I'm done. So I go down, and did I have my burger? Yeah, I went downstairs, had another burger. I don't think I took a picture of it because you've seen one burger with an egg on it. You've seen them all. And then I went upstairs and, oh, no, here it is. I thought that was my breakfast. So this is my burger with the fried egg. It's perfect when the yolk is just a little bit runny, and then when you cut up your burger, it kind of goes into the burger. Really good. I found a new bagel place. The next morning, I knew I was leaving and I wanted to get my parents bagels, so Pop's Bagels. So I get back to my room, you guys, at 5:36. Here is the view from my window. It is just amazing. It's like I could be in my room and just feel like I was in the city and watching it. So here I am in my Victoria's Secret Valentine's Day jammies, and I started thinking about that tote. So I messaged Oksana and I said, are you working tomorrow? What time do y'all open? They don't open till 11. And I ended up getting it, and she brought it to my hotel right then, and they brought it up. So let me go get it. Okay. Oh, I love it so much. I told her not to bring the box because I wanted to take it home, but it's called the Y tote. Oh my gosh. I love it even more. I love it even more than I thought. Let me show it to you standing up. This is what I wanted right here. I just love it. Let's see. It's got a key holder thing and a pocket. Oh, okay, no, a key holder thing. Now this can go like that, I guess, to keep it from being so open. It comes in a pretty brown color too. So you can carry it like that. I don't tend to carry totes like this that much, but you can. And like this. And what happens is a lot of the totes have little skinny handles, little skinny straps, and then they start digging into your hand, or they dig into your arm, or they dig into your shoulder, like the Neverfull. This is stunning. And I don't say that word very often, but it is stunning. It is the softest, most beautiful leather. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this. No regrets, so happy, can't stand it. Wow, I had not really looked at that really good yet because, like I said, I got it that night. Okay, here is my romantic room Diet Coke. They brought me up to my room with ice and the carnations. Do you guys like carnations? I know a lot of people don't like carnations. I love carnations. I love the smell because when I was little and I would go to church with my grandparents, my dad's parents, my granddaddy would get me the boutonniere from the ushers and he would give it to me, and I just love the way they smell. They just bring back the best memories. So this is my view from my room. The night before I closed the curtains to sleep, I left these windows open all night long, you guys. This makes me so happy. It does. And I know it's not for everybody, but it just does. Okay, this is yesterday morning coming home. My ZARA jeans that I ordered, I'll link them below. My Quince boots. I put on the same J. Crew cashmere sweater, the same P-top, the same Nay leggings. And I went downstairs and got my breakfast. And then it was 25 degrees. Looks like I was down there about 7:30. And I did something different that I was kind of proud of myself. First time I've done this, I did the double Uber. So instead of like walking to Pop's Bagels, I had seen Pop's Bagels the day before when I was driving, when I was in the Uber. So I called, took the bags down myself, checked out, and did the double Uber to Pop's Bagels. Got my parents. They like the egg everything, 2 of those, a pumpernickel. And she said 3 will be enough, but I always have to do over. So I got them, I asked them what their most special bagel was, and it was a French toast bagel. So I got them that and a blueberry muffin. And then I got Will a cinnamon bun with icing on top. I wore my black wool Aritzia cap. If you liked my brown Gucci wool cap, get this one. It's so nice. It's so nice. It just hugs your head. It's warm. I was actually too warm most of the time. It just wasn't that cold. And put my mink back on and my bag. And then here I am in the airport. I love this couple. Notice how he's like a cowboy, boots, hat, everything. And then she was very, very chic looking. And I thought they were the prettiest couple. Here I am. And you guys, I think that's it. Okay, let me make sure there's nothing else. Here's when I got home, Sassy laying in my suitcase because I like to unpack immediately. We stopped by my parents, gave them the bagels. They were waiting on them so that they're fresh. We came home. I immediately unpacked and got in the shower. So I hope you enjoyed this. I love you guys being here so much. Part of an enriching thing to me is thinking about you the whole time that I'm shopping and different things I want to tell you about, and being able to share this love of fashion and travel and food and all the stuff, this girl time with you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye-bye.